I got Charlie Puth taking crushed up ants from China to get him hyped up so he sounded like Michael McDonald on this record. Like, this is what's going on.
I love that. Charlie Puth on the micro ant diet at his next level.
Harness the power of the ants. And he opened his mouth and he sounded exactly like Michael McDonald in 1982.
I mean, the guy could literally, though, he's like a like a creative automatron. The first time I ever met him, I was playing Casey Musgrave's High Horse for the first time anywhere, and I know he'd never heard it because it had never been played before. It was on the lock and key until that moment when he walked in the room. It was a world record. We were playing it, and he sits down. There's a keyboard in front of him, which is live to air. I just put the fader up, and he just starts like soloing and jazz chording and flipping the out over this thing. He'd never heard it before. I was like, "How did you do that?" And he was like, "It's pretty straightforward. It's a classic sort of pop progression. It's sort of a D E F E G F minor. Actually, let me tell you, I know exactly. The bridge is going to go into an E minor, and it did. It went into an E minor, and he literally predicted it."
He when I worked with him, he came into the studio and we'd never even met actually. And he come in and he said, "How many chords do you know?" And I was like, probably like 10, about maybe more if you move the root note. And he's like, "Okay, well, I know all the chords. So one of my problems is I know too many chords. So I'll play them all, and you pick your favorite chords, and that's how." And I'm like, "Great." And my studio in LA has like so many synths in it. He was going around all of them and playing them, and he ended up at one which was the PPG Wave 2, which is slightly out of tune all the time.
Oh, and he just burst into tears.
Well, he was like, "Oh, this is like 18 cents out." I'm like, "It is, yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. It's incredible, man. I mean, the guy is just, his ability is off the charts. He's the guy on the playground who's so talented that other kids don't know how to relate to him.
Yeah, it's a bit of that.
Everyone on the playground is just a little bit like, and it's like, yeah, I know. Not being as good sucks.
Yeah, but he's brilliant, and he is just one of the many guests in my forthcoming album.